together before marriage, is it really a good idea? Are you single, dating, engaged, maybe thinking about getting engaged? This all can apply to you. So many people are moving in together with one another before they're in an actual committed marriage, and they don't realize how it is actually affecting them. When you came in tonight, I gave you a piece of paper with 3 different questions on it. Have you ever moved in with anyone before marriage? If no, have you ever thought about doing so? And then if yes, do you regret it? 5 of you actually said that you have moved in with someone before marriage, and 2 of you said that yes, you regret it, and the other 3 said that no, you did not regret it. And then the other 5 said that no, they've never moved in with anyone, but 3 of you actually said you thought about it, and then the other 2 said no, never really crossed my mind. The reason why I gave you this paper is because tonight my goal is going to be to convince you of 3 different things. One, why it is important to wait till marriage and before you move in with your significant other, the negative aspects that it can have on your relationship if you do move in together before marriage, and then also the benefits of just waiting to get married before you actually move in together. The first thing we're going to discuss is the long-term effects of moving in together before marriage. The effects that it can have on the marriage, moving in together is not best for the children. A lot of people will say, yeah, our children get along, why not go ahead and just move in together? They'll have someone to play with, it'll make things easier. But what they don't realize is that is actually harming the children. They can start to have emotional and social difficulties. And also children can be at risk for physical and sexual abuse, and even verbal, of course. Sometimes that's even worse than physical. But these things usually happen if they're in a household where the boyfriend or girlfriend isn't actually their biological mother or father. Also, as awkward as it is, it can have a bearing on your sex life. Partners who move in together with one another do tend to cheat on one another because they go out during the day, they think, oh, well, they don't know what I'm doing, they think I'm at work, so it's a wide open door for them to be able to cheat on one another, and then they have the benefit of coming home to one another at night. Also, people who move in together with one another are already used to having sex, so that whenever they do become married, it is no longer special to them. 2 facts about divorce later down the road could be a possibility. You're at a 33% more chance of getting a divorce if you do decide to move in together with one another before you get married. And then couples who rush into marriage are actually at a higher risk at 60%. Couples do this because they think, well, yeah, maybe it does look bad if you do move in together with one another, so we'll just hurry this relationship along and we'll go ahead and move in together with one another. They're not taking the time to get to know each other, and it's what they don't realize is actually affecting their relationship in the long run. Secondly, the current effects of moving in together before marriage. A lot of people will say, we'll move in together because it'll make a stronger relationship between us. But that is definitely not the case. Trying out marriage before actually committing doesn't get you anywhere. It's like test driving. It's not like test driving the car. You're not gonna commit. You're not gonna commit to the marriage and be successful in it like you would if you went and drove a car. Living together before marriage is basically like a pretend marriage, and it isn't anything like the real thing. Sharing finances and expenses obviously is going to take effect because you are moving in together, so you're going to have house payment or rent or grocery bill or power bill, whatever, and problems are going to arise with whose bills whose, and say who's got power this month, or who's going to buy groceries this month. Those problems will arise, and just not moving in together with one another can lessen those possibilities and those arguments that could break out. Also, problems will arise with whose money is whose and how they tell each other to spend their money. Boyfriend might say, no, you're not going to spend your money on that, or girlfriend might say, no, you're not going to spend your money on that. So that's just another problem that will arise if you do decide to move in together with one another before you're actually in a committed marriage. These things are actually already problems in marriages, as most of y'all probably already know, but is actually an even bigger problem with couples that decide to be in a relationship before actually committing to the marriage. So a lot of people will say, and I've heard this my whole life, marriage is just a piece of paper. It's nothing real, it's just a piece of paper. Marriage is actually a commitment to your spouse, and it is not just a piece of paper. It's actually something that God gave us as humans to enjoy and have. It is His gift to us. And people who view marriage as just the legal document is actually potentially setting their marriage up for failure, or their relationship up for failure, and their marriage up for failure. Thirdly, how to have a healthy and long-lasting relationship without needing to move in together with one another. Consider marriage. If you're thinking about moving in with somebody right now, then just consider getting married. Especially if you've been dating for a while, just consider going ahead and getting married. I know a lot of people will say, well, I don't have money for the wedding, or I don't have money to get married right now. Well, if you don't have money to get married, then do you really have enough money to be able to move in together with one another? Because initially that's going to cost more than what a wedding would in the long run. Just consider marriage. Communication. Talk about things as couples. This is key, really, to any relationship. But talk about good things. Talk about bad things. Most times conflicts can be prevented if you do just talk to one another instead of bottling it up. Here's a I'm going to show you a video real fast of communication. It's something that may happen if you don't actually communicate within your relationship. Anyway, I saw that the other night and thought, oh, this will be perfect to tie in here somehow with what I'm talking about tonight. But communication is key. Also, time. Give each other the opportunity to know each other and work out your differences and how you're going to react in good times and bad times. Because you might not like the way somebody acts in a bad time, and that could determine your relationship right there. Also, premarital education. Couples who actually participate in premarital education have a 30% increase of marital success. So it's definitely something else to consider if you're thinking about moving in together with one another. But overall, moving in with your boyfriend or girlfriend is initially going to be for your benefit, and it's going to make a better relationship and a lasting relationship, and it'll definitely have less arguments. If you have any questions, or you would like to know where I got information from, or just want to kind of talk about this before you leave tonight, then I'll be happy to. But just thank y'all for coming.